guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. This is part 2 of our journal covers. This is the waxed paper bag that we made, and now I need to go ahead and cover the inside. And I pulled out these packages. These are just from the dollar store, and they're linen fabrics. And what I wanted to do is cover this one with linen fabric and then stamp on it. I thought that would be kind of cool. So just kind of looking at these two, I did buy them at the same time, but there's a difference in color. So this one's a lot lighter. This one has more brown tones to it. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And so yeah, I just kind of thought, what do you get here? You get 30 by 90 centimeters. Yeah, this is just honestly from the dollar store. So little cardboard insert. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys are in your craft rooms crafting along or getting some sort of creativity in. Now I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work because of course I've never done it with this fabric before, but I think the best thing to do would be to, I should have ironed it, but we should cut it, then we'll stamp it, and then we'll adhere it. I think that's probably the better way to go. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, and let's see, we'll cut it about, I guess I can cut it on this fold line maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I know I'm kind of off camera here, but see how this works. There we go. Okay. Did I cut that too short now? No, we should be okay. We'll stretch it if we have to. So from here, let's go ahead and get out some of our stamps. Should have done that before I started, but it's all right. So this one is for our botanical journal. So we want some botanical stamps. And I have a favorite one that's kind of in mind. And it's this one here. I just got this from a card maker's book. And then I have the rest of it here somewhere. Okay, so I've got some stamp blocks, and then to stamp this in, I think we will use, I generally like StazOn because of the fabric, but I think we might need to go VersaFine because it's dark. So I'm going to try to reach my stamp pads. So yeah, I think this one, the VersaFine Claire, I think that'll be a good one to use. Nice and dark. And then we have all these kind of botanical images we can play with. And then I want to find, oh here's this one, but I want to find my script one. Because I like using that one a lot. Around here somewhere. This is probably why I should have cleaned up first. Then I can find what I was looking for. I might have to do something else. Okay, let's use what we have. Let's just do some florals to start out with, and we'll see if that even works. Again, I haven't stamped on linen before, so I don't know. Okay, use that, and let's see if this will work. Okay. Well, let's start here. So I'm going to hold that down just for a couple seconds, just giving the ink time to absorb into that linen. yeah, that's cute. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm just going to stamp this flower kind of all over. And we'll see what we get. Cute. I do want to wipe though, because I always tend to get ink on the block itself, and I'm afraid I'm going to hit it on the fabric. Try and be more careful this time. Alright, let's go over here. Cute, cute. So I'm just kind of turning the stamp each time I stamp down, just so they're not in the same position each time. Oops, I literally just stamped my fingerprint. Oh dear. Okay. Now let's do here. I really like this. I wonder if you could almost use some sort of ink or paint or something and actually like almost watercolor paint that in onto the linen. That would be cool. Let's do that there. I wish I was more talented at painting. I haven't painted in so long. I'm just enjoying this way too much. I think that's one of the things I love about junk journaling is you totally can incorporate every style of art into it. Stamping, painting, mixed media, sketching, drawing, like digital art. Oh, there is no end to what you can create in a journal. Let's do this one right here. I want a pattern, but I don't necessarily want a pattern. I just want them evenly spaced out. Okay. Should probably pick up the pace here because you don't want to watch me stamp for the entire time. But now we know that this is doable. It's amazing what you can find at the dollar store to use. I'm all about not having to spend too much money to make these, because the whole purpose of them is to really use what you have, still make it pretty. Okay. And here. So I'm really excited. My mom and I are going to go ahead and do a collaboration video, and she's going to help me make a fabric pocket thing to show you guys, so I'm really excited about that. Planning that out. Okay, I think I want one right here. Off the page here. And here. Yeah, I gotta have some kind of going off the page too, because otherwise it looks too perfect. Where do you think we need another one? Kind of feel like right about here. There. Okay. That is fun, and I'm enjoying having paper on my desk so that I can just make different other images of scrap paper. Okay, lid. Let's put this on here so it doesn't dry out. Okay, yeah, I really like how that turned out. So cute. Now, what we want to do is, do we want to do any other stamping or just the flowers? I think have a smaller flower. Wish I could find that script one. I don't know what I did with it. Is it up there? No. Oh, bugger. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just do the flowers for right now, and if I can find the script, then we can use it. Okay, let's just clean that off and go on to the next thing. This way. Oh, what we could do, just spied my Tim Holtz. This is the field notes, because this is a botanical. Why am I? Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't like it when I'm missing things. Where was the one I was kind of thinking? Oh, the specimen one. That might be kind of cool. Let's take it out and take a look. Else we could put. Do we want to do that? Just add another little something. And this isn't so plain. I think so. I think I do want to do that. So, go ahead. And, do I want to use a block? Sometimes I find that these don't stick to the blocks very well. They come off, and I don't know if I really want it accidentally coming off while I'm in mid-use. Give it a big push. There we go. Okay, well, fingers crossed that it doesn't fall off, and we'll just... So I think I kind of want to do this a little bit cattywampus, not just too straight up and down. So we'll just do that. Fingers crossed it works out. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Yeah, I'm glad I did this. Oh, yay. You know, sometimes you do something and hold your breath that you just didn't ruin what you were doing. Happy that it turned out. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now we just gotta hustle buns and get this done. So, what have you guys been working on? I am starting to panic that I have nothing for our craft fair, but something's jiving now. We're getting creative now. I hate being in a creative rut. Go off the page. And there. Go off the page up here. And down here. Okay. I'm not sure. Try that. Where else do we need it? Do it that way. I feel like I need something here. Let's go there. You want to put them on, but then you don't want to overload it. Go overboard here. But I kind of feel like this is where they need to be. Kind of feel like right there. Okay, I think maybe I should probably stop. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So I am going to have to let this dry. because I don't want any ink smudging until it soaks in and dries. So I'll set that off to the side. Oh, I like how that turned out. Yay! Okay. This all cleaned off. And what else do we want to work on now? So, oh, I was working on let me just put this aside. I was working also on this other journal cover. So this is the big journal with the napkin. And I decided for the inside, for the inside of this one, I'm just going to use a plain colored paper because this cover is so busy. I didn't want the inside to be too busy. So I went with this color, and this is from that new Cottage Flowers Recollections paper pack that I got from Michael's. So yeah, it worked out really well that it went with this napkin. So I think, hopefully I don't have ink still on my fingers coming off. I think we'll cover the inside of this one with that. And I'm not sure how I want to deal with the napkins. I think maybe I'm just going to go ahead and tear it off. Do I have a water pen? That's a good question. No, but we can use, I've got some kind of yucky water, but I can find I had a paintbrush here. We can use that. Alright, here we go. So if we just wet the napkin, it should tear for us. Is that gonna work? Yeah, okay. That'll work. Maybe just kind of create a fun raggedy edge to it. That's got some of that decoupage glue on there that it's making it just a bit stiffer. There we go. Okay, well that'll create an interesting edge for this. Hopefully you guys could have seen that. I don't know if I was on camera at all. I don't know, something's happened to my camera setup down here. I don't know if, I wonder if every time the kids bounce around, or because the husband is a very heavy walker, if when it vibrates, it kind of jiggles my camera out of place, because my camera is mounted to the ceiling, or what would be the floor on the main level. So I don't wonder if that is what's going on. It shakes the camera out of place, and then, because somehow I'm almost all the way back to my one bookshelf, I'm losing working space quite quickly, so I'll have to, take some time to figure that out. Okay, well, this edge isn't raggedy, so maybe I'll clean this one up, but the top and bottom can be raggedy. So what I do to clean off these edges to make them nice and smooth is I just use a cheap emery board from like the dollar store, so it's not like super heavy grit, and just kind of file, which I'm sorry, I know for some people that probably makes your teeth itch or it's a horrible noise for you, but that's what I do, is I just go along and file off the edges. But I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want this to annoy anybody. Like fingernails on a chalkboard. Okay, so let's continue on down here. Stick that in there. Just a nice rough edge. Oops. Oh, that's where the decoupage glue is. And you can keep these edges that you rip off and reuse them for decoupage or tag making. These are bigger pieces, so I'll keep those. The other ones were just, you know, they're a little too small to do anything with, so I'll just chuck these. Recycle them. So, okay, that is good. We got that kind of done. And I'll probably just hit the edges with Distress ink. Yeah, so let's get the cover done. To do that, I want to use, what kind of glue do I want to use? And am I going to sew this? Those are two very good questions for myself. I think what I'll do is I will glue stick the paper on, and then I think I am going to sew around the edge. So we'll just grab our oohoo. Then we got to figure out how we're going to cover this, because it obviously doesn't extend the whole way. So I think I'd want the seam to be in the middle, and then I can put another decorative piece on the spine. That might be a fairly cool thing to do. Let's just grab, I saw this paper that I liked. Where is it here? Where are you? Is it that one? Yes, I think it's this one. Do I want that? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so I want this to be the spine reinforcer. Okay. Making decisions on the go. And that'll also just give it another little decorative look on the inside, so it's not just super plain. Okay, so to cut these, we're going to need our paper cutter. And we got here 22. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so for the spine, let's measure that. Can't remember what it was. It is, yeah, 2 inches. So I want it just a little bit more. I'm going to do 2 1/4 inches. And then the other question is, do we want the paper running this way? That'd be cool for the spine of a book, actually. Which we could spine the back as well. Okay, I'll think about that. Let's just focus on the inside. I'm getting all distracted now. Okay, so yeah, I definitely want it this way. I think that is cooler. Okay. So we want 2 1/4 inches of this. I don't even know why I have my decoupage or my Mod Podge on the desk, because I'm not even Mod Podging. So 2 1/8 or 2 1/4? Let's do 2 1/4. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for making decisions so quickly. Usually I hum and haw forever on things. Okay. So there's that. That's gonna go over top. Now we need these, and these need to be alright, 6 and math is hard, guys. Guess I could do 6 1/2. Yeah, 6 1/2. Okay. Oh, 6 1/2 by how high? You should probably measure that too. Very important. Almost forgot. 6 1/2 by not quite 9 1/2. 6 1/2 by. Okay. Let's see if we can measure this out now. Let's Measure our 6.5 first. I will need this little extender arm thingy. 6.5 is there. Okay, there's that. And then we needed 9.5. It wasn't quite 9.5. We'll go back to about there. So that's 2 ticks before 9.5, whatever that is. I don't know, you guys. Numbers. It's all fuzzing in my ear. Okay. Although if you need any sort of math done, my husband is the one to talk to. He just adores math. Like, gets so excited about it, and I'm like, I'm not the girl to talk to, sorry. You're gonna have to find somebody else. What is this? Yeah, math and I, we have an agreement. We don't really like each other. I say I'm too pretty to do math, which I know is not a good example for my daughter, but that's all right. Okay. Nowadays, you don't have to be good at math to do the jobs out there. I think all the computers do it for you. There's no incentive for the kids to learn anymore. They said, I was talking to my son about some misspelling he did, and I said, don't they make you learn how to spell that? He's like, what do we need to do that for? We have spell check and grammar check on the computer. I'm like, oh my goodness. They don't even know how to build sentences properly. Okay, I think that is going to be good. And again, we said glue stick, right? Oh, I'm not sure how exactly that'll work. Oh, because we're sewing, right? Yeah, so that's fine. Okay. Should be fine then. See, it'll be interesting to see what their schoolwork is like this year, because I've got grade 6, grade 7, and grade 9. So Arden's last year of middle school. I just don't feel like he's ready for high school next year. Oh my word. There's so much for them to learn that I don't even think they're getting the basics. They're just pushing kids ahead now. There's no failing kids anymore. Okay. Trying to line this up. There we go. I was also talking to my kids about when I was kind of their age. Our school always had like intramurals. Sometimes it would be like early in the morning before school started. Sometimes your game would be at lunchtime. Sometimes it would be, after school. But everybody, in the school was assigned to an intramural team, and you just played. But there's no organization like that anymore for sports. I don't think they have a volleyball team. I think they have a boys basketball team. And yeah, or wrestling. I think they have a wrestling team, but they don't have enough teachers or, I guess, people wanting to coach, which is too bad. Okay, I think hopefully this will stick. Line it up here. Yeah, we'll see how after sewing how the edges look, and if they don't look too neat, then maybe I'll edge them with something else. Not sure what, but something will come to mind at some point. Oh, maybe some lace could do that if it's looking too shabby on the edges. Yeah, I definitely have to sew it because the glue stick is not going to seal it down, but I didn't want the beads of glue to show through on the paper. You know how sometimes that can happen? I don't like that. So this hopefully will stick down long enough just for me to be able to sew. And then this, go here. I like the look of that. Now we just got to get it centered. That is the other half of the battle. Okay, we also need to trim it down. And I've lost my ruler. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we need this to be not quite 9.5. All right, so, ooh, that was scary. I think a big airplane is just going overhead, but it sounded like a car was going to run into the side of the house. Whew. Okay, I'm good. 9.5, we said. 9.5. Okay. There we be. So let's put this on here. Okay, what do I want to use for that though? Is glue stick gonna hold that enough? Well, maybe if I have some clips. Let's use the clips to hold it until I can do the sewing machine. I won't sew on camera because I gotta pull everything out, and I know some people don't actually like the sound of sewing. So I actually don't mind the sound of sewing. I think it's kind of melodic almost. Kind of like white noise, I think, to a degree to me. But I think for me it's a really comforting noise because, of course, my mom was a big seamstress when I was growing up. She sewed all our clothes and taught sewing lessons, so the sound of a sewing machine just reminds me of my mom, and it's comforting. It's a comforting sound. Because, you know, she never got to really do what she wanted to do until us kids were in bed, so you'd be quiet in the house, and then you'd be laying there trying to go to sleep, and you could just hear the sewing machine coming from the basement through the register. Yeah, just kind of fun, fond memories. Okay. So there is that. And then when I sew, I'll attach that, and hopefully, hopefully it'll stay secured. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so at least there is this one. This one's ready. I just have to decide, do I want the same paper on the outside? Because if I do, then I need to sew it at the same time. I don't know. I kind of like it because it's like a little purse. So, oh, you know what would be cool is to actually make it look like a little purse. And then I could put like little brads on the bottom. Oh, that would be fun. And then you have the pockets go sideways instead of going like this. Have the pockets here, the opening here. Oh, I think that would be cute. Make it just look like a little purse. And then have like the little clasp come over. Oh, yay. Okay, I like this idea. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this like this. And I still can sew it, and I can still do my pockets after. Okay, so yeah, that's good. So I'm going to actually probably clean up these edges and make almost like seam binding. You know what I mean? Like the edge of a bag. have some bias tape here. This isn't the right color, but however, I should say, I wonder if my mom, hey mom, do you have some bias tape that would go? Ooh, but okay, so the only issue is because of the handle. I see. That is the problem. But I could still do this. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of like that. The black. Have it go down. We could just have it go down this way. Oh, I don't know now. Look at all the things that we could possibly do, you guys. Probably all just screaming at me, do this, do this. I don't know. I do really kind of like the look of that, though. Okay, well, I'll have to think about that. I don't want to take up all the time trying to think about it right now. So we'll see. I'll think on how I'm going to edge that one. Okay, let's set that aside. Let's go back. This should probably be dry. Yeah, maybe leave me a comment, guys, if you have any ideas what I should do with that edging of that little purse one. Oh, that's going to be fun. Now, is that new ink or is that old ink? Or, let's see, I might have to take my heat tool. Yeah, it's leaving ink. Okay, well, yeah, you can see it's leaving ink. We don't want our peoples to have ink all over their hands after touching it, so we might need fixative for this as well, or like the spray. Well, I'll leave it for some time to dry, and then I'll figure out if I have to spray it with like a setting, what's that stuff called? Like that artist's acrylic spray. Maybe that would set it. Or hopefully just enough time. We'll see. Okay, well maybe what I'll do is I'll just leave the video here and then we'll come back and we'll see what I have thought of for this journal. And then hopefully this will either be dry or I'll let you know if I use a fixative on it. And then we can go ahead and put it on our kind of like leather one here. See what we think of that. I suppose I could have used a brown ink, but I still like that. I think that is going to be really cute, and yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll leave things here for now, and I'll let you know how I end up drying this whole situation. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a great day, and P.S. I love you.